In today's video, the footage comes from a security camera facing an old, abandoned building. The street is empty, the night is still, and the building stands in complete silence. The structure is tall, decayed, lifeless. The windows are dark, covered in dust and grime. No one has lived there for years. It's a place people avoid, forgotten, left to rot. Then the motion detector activates. The camera zooms in slightly. At first, nothing seems strange. The wind rustles through the trees. A street lamp flickers weakly, casting faint shadows. Everything looks just as abandoned as it should be. Then something moves. In one of the windows on the upper floor, a figure, then another, and another. Within seconds, the dark, empty window fills with people. At least 4 or 5 figures stand there, barely visible behind the dirty glass. Their silhouettes are still, unmoving. Their faces are featureless, just dark shadows against the dim interior of the abandoned building. The security camera records everything. These people, they weren't supposed to be there. The building has been abandoned for years. No electricity, no furniture, nothing but dust and decay. But the camera sees them. They stand in complete silence, motionless. Then one of them moves. Not a normal movement. A sharp, unnatural jerk. Their head tilts suddenly to the side. Too far, too fast. Then they all move. At the same time, the camera glitches. For a brief moment, the screen distorts, static running across the feed. Then the window is empty. The figures are gone. No movement, no sound, just darkness again. The security footage rewinds, frame by frame. There the figures are clearly visible. 5 shadowy forms, standing completely still. Then a single frame before they vanish, something horrifying happens. One of them, the tallest one, turns its head, not toward the street, toward the camera, as if it knows it's being watched. But that's not the worst part. Something else appears in the last frame before the camera glitches. A 6th figure, closer to the window than the others. The shape is distorted, wrong. The head is tilted at a severe angle, almost as if the neck is broken. The hands pressed against the glass. And the mouth? Wide open, too wide, like it's screaming silently. The video ends. Security teams were called to inspect the building. They searched every floor. They found nothing. No signs of forced entry, no broken windows, no footprints in the dust covering the floors. But the officers reported something strange. The window, the one where the figures had appeared, was dirty, covered in years of grime. Except for one thing. 2 clear handprints on the glass, pressed against the inside, as if someone had been standing there, watching. The building was just as abandoned as before. But the footage remains. And now, the question lingers. What was watching from that window? What do you guys think this was? Let me know your thoughts. A man is in his house at night when he starts hearing strange noises coming from the door. At first it's soft. A faint tapping. Maybe the wind. Maybe just the house settling. He ignores it. Then it happens again. This time it's louder. A slow, deliberate knock. 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 His body tenses. It's late. Too late for someone to be at his door. He checks his phone. No missed calls. No messages. Through the peephole, anything. Just the porch light flickering slightly in the darkness. Then another noise. This time, it's not a knock. It's a scraping sound, like fingernails dragging across the wood. The man's pulse quickens. Something isn't right. Slowly, cautiously, he unlocks the door. He hesitates, then pulls it open, and then he sees it. A figure, standing right there. Pale, too pale. Its skin is almost translucent, stretched tight over its bones. Its limbs are long, unnaturally thin, and its face, empty. No eyes, no mouth. just smooth white skin where features should be. For a long, horrifying moment, neither of them move. Then it lunges. The man slams the door shut. A thud, then scratching, harder this time, more desperate. The door handle rattles violently. It's trying to get in. The man stumbles backward, breathing fast. His heart pounds in his chest. He locks the door. Deadbolt, chain, everything. Then silence. The scratching stops. The air is thick, heavy. He waits, listening. Nothing. Slowly, cautiously, he moves back toward the peephole. He doesn't want to look, but he has to. His breath shaky, he presses his eye against the glass. And it's still there, but no, it's closer. Right up against the door, its smooth, featureless face pressed against the peephole, like it knows he's watching. The man stumbles backward, his body frozen in terror. Then the handle moves again, but not in a violent way this time. Slowly, deliberately, like whoever or whatever's outside is no longer in a hurry, like it knows he has nowhere to go. The man grabs his phone, hands shaking. He dials 911, but before the call connects, a loud bang, like something heavy hitting the door. Then silence again. His breathing is ragged, his mind racing. And then, just as suddenly as it started, it stops. The house is silent. The door handle is still. The porch light flickers once, then again, and when he finally gathers the courage to check through the peephole, it's gone. No footprints, no sign anyone was ever there. Just the heavy, suffocating feeling that it will come back. His heart still racing, he double-checks the locks, securing everything before retreating to his bedroom. He tries to convince himself that it was just his imagination, but he can't shake the feeling of being watched. He barely sleeps that night. Every little sound makes his body tense. The next morning, with daylight streaming through the windows, he tries to laugh it off. Maybe he was tired. Maybe it was just a bad dream. Then he notices something. The peephole. The glass is cracked. A thin, jagged fracture runs down the center, as if something pressed against it too hard. His stomach tightens. Then he notices something worse. The doorknob. It's greasy. A faint, oily residue covers the metal surface. Not like sweat, not like anything natural. He wipes it off with a paper towel. His hands are shaking. And then he sees it. Something imprinted on the towel. A fingerprint. But it's wrong. The ridges don't look human. They twist and coil in an impossible pattern. The man drops the towel, his stomach churning. Then his phone buzzes. An alert from his security camera. Motion detected at front door. He hesitates. Then he clicks on the notification, and the live feed pops up. Nothing. Just the porch. Just the street. Just the empty night. But then the light flickers, and for a single frame, there, something pale, standing just beyond the porch. Not moving, just watching. Then the screen glitches, and it's gone. A group of friends is driving through a rural road late at night. The headlights cut through the darkness, revealing a narrow, isolated path surrounded by dense trees. There are no streetlights, no houses in sight, just the endless road ahead and the thick forest pressing in from both sides. The atmosphere inside the car is relaxed. Music plays softly, and the friends chat, laughing occasionally. It's a long drive, but they aren't worried. Not yet. Then the car slows down. Up ahead, something is blocking the road. A tree. A large, heavy tree trunk has fallen, completely cutting off their path. The driver curses under his breath. Seriously? The friends look around. The road is too narrow to turn the car around easily. The only option is to move the tree or find another way. One of Thema guy sitting in the passenger seat volunteers to check it out. He opens the door, steps outside, and walks toward the fallen tree. The night air is cold, heavy. The only sound is the hum of the car engine and the faint rustling of leaves. Then something moves. At first, it's subtle, a shadow shifting between the trees. The guy doesn't notice. He reaches out to touch the tree, testing its weight. Thena noise. A soft rustling, like footsteps. His body stiffens. He turns his head slightly, listening. Behind him, in the darkness, something is there. Then he sees her, a woman, standing just beyond the tree line. Pale, too pale. Her body is thin, almost unnatural. Her hair is long, tangled, hanging over her face. She isn't moving. Not yet. His breath catches in his throat. Guys, he calls out, not taking his eyes off her. The woman tilts her head. Then she moves. Fast. Too fast. She lunges toward him. He runs. The camera inside the car shakes as his friends react, their voices overlapping in panic. Get in, someone yells. He sprints toward the car, breath ragged, eyes wide with terror. The woman is right behind him. Her movements aren't normal. She doesn't just run, she jerks forward in unnatural bursts, covering ground too quickly. The driver throws the car into reverse, tires screeching. The guy reaches the door, yanks it open, and dives inside. Slam. He locks the door. Everyone is screaming. The headlights shine forward, illuminating the road. But the woman is gone. No movement. No sign she was ever there. Just the fallen tree, the empty road, and the suffocating silence. No one speaks for a long moment. Then someone gasps. The camera inside the car is still recording, and in the reflection of the rear window, a pale face is staring back at them. The footage comes from a baby monitor placed inside a car. The timestamp shows it's late afternoon, and the car is parked inside an automatic car wash. The water jets spray forcefully against the windows, creating a rhythmic noise, while soap suds slide down the glass, distorting the view outside. The thick foam clings to the windows, making it impossible to see beyond. Inside the car, a baby girl is sleeping peacefully in her car seat. The monitor, attached to the back seat, captures her small frame, her soft breathing barely audible over the mechanical hum of the wash cycle. The parent, most likely in the front seat, has left the camera running to keep an eye on her while waiting for the wash to finish. Everything seems calm. Then something changes. The camera glitches for a second. A brief static distortion flickers across the screen. When it clears, there's something else in the back seat. A small face. Too small, too pale. It's barely visible just behind the baby's car seat, peeking out from the shadows. At first, it doesn't move. The features are blurry, unnatural. The head is tilted at an odd angle, almost as if it's studying the baby. Then it shifts. Not a normal movement. A jerky, sudden twitch. The baby monitor flickers again. When the image returns, the face is closer. The baby stirs slightly, making a small noise. But the figurate doesn't disappear. It leans in, almost like it's whispering something. The baby suddenly starts crying. A loud, piercing wail. The parent, startled, turns in the front seat. The baby is thrashing slightly, uncomfortable, distressed. But when they check the back seat, there's nothing there, just the baby, crying uncontrollably. The parent quickly finishes the car wash, rushing out of the tunnel and pulling into an open parking lot. They stop the car, turn around, checking every inch of the back seat. No one. Nothing. They pick up the baby, comforting her, trying to calm her down. The crying slows, but the uneasiness lingers. Later that night, they review the footage from the baby monitor. They pause, rewind, slow it down, and that's when they see it. The small, pale face, peeking from behind the baby's car seat, watching. And just before the camera flickers again, right before the image distorts, the face moves. Not disappearing, not vanishing into the shadows, but crawling downward. The last clear frame before the distortion shows the face slipping lower, disappearing under the baby's car seat. Then nothing. The video ends. The parent doesn't sleep that night. The next morning, they check the back seat again, searching for any explanation. But there's nothing there. Except, one thing is different. The baby's stuffed rabbit, which had been next to her in the car seat, is now on the floor, in the exact spot where the face had disappeared. The house is silent. The baby sleeps peacefully in her crib, but the parent can't shake the feeling that something is still watching. The baby monitor remains on, but for the rest of the night, the parent can't bring themselves to check it again. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more stories like this, make sure to hit the like button, it really helps the channel. And of course, if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new content. But now tell me, what do you think really happened in this story? Was it just imagination, or was something actually there? Leave your opinion in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video, if you can sleep until then.